Long ago, in our very real history, there was our good and gracious king. Mighty and powerful, he held his reign to the very ends of the earth.
Really good, Ambassador. Is this necessary? I'm really quite impatient to get started on my quest.
Dear Knightley, hold your horses. I mean, literally, hold your horses. They're getting away! Long ago, there was our very good and gracious king. Mighty and powerful, he held his reign to the very ends of the earth. His kingdom was perfection. His subjects enjoyed a time of plenty, peace, and prosperity. But better yet, the king walked amongst his people and knew them well. He loved them very much.
Until his sworn enemy, enraged at the good king's power, rose up with a dreadful plot.
Oh, I see you've heard this story before.
Yes, but I do so like it when you tell it. You have such a good storyteller voice,
Oh.
deep and full of words.
Thank you, dear Knightley. Well, about the story, you are quite right. The king's enemy turned the dear subjects against their king. As a result, they left the kingdom and their loving ruler.
An impenetrable wall. That means a wall that is really big and strong and cannot be broken no matter how many things you throw at it or if you push it.
Knightley!
Oh, yes, right. The big wall was built which separates the good kingdom from the rebellious subjects to this day. Life became really hard for them on their own, but they were too proud to go back to their king to apologize.
Despite all this, the good king did not give up on them. He gave them many opportunities to right their wrongs. He sent messengers, dukes, squires, and so forth, but try as they might, they could not bring the people out of their rebellion and back to the king.
He was well within his rights to abandon his people as enemies. That's what I would have done, but he is the good king, and he does good kingly things like showing mercy and kindness to his people.
It would take an act of true love and sacrifice to finally break the barrier between the lost people and their king. An act that the people needed to hear about so desperately.
Well, that brings us to our quest, is it not, good Ambassador?
Yes, it does, dear Knightley. We must send the message to all the people who so desperately need to hear it.
Quite right. I, Knightly Knight of the Northwestern Realm, do pledge my life and allegiance to the king, and do solemnly swear to complete my quest, even if it means I must be trampled by a herd of wildebeests, stung by a southern scorpion, scratched by an angry ferret, hit in the head with a coconut.
My dear Knightley, I do believe we understand. We get it. That's quite enough. I do believe, however, there is a settlement off in the distance. Let's get ourselves organized so we can go speak to the people. Now, be sure to keep your wits about you. I hear there are still enemies lurking about to this day.
Are you quite sure our horses will be safe at the inn? I really do think Betsy needed a few more cuddles before being left alone.
My dear Knightley, Betsy is a horse. She has food and she has water. What more could she need?
Probably a massage. Maybe a night torch so she isn't scared of the dark. Oh, and an apple, but without the peel. She hates the peel, but she does so love it when I cut them into cute little flowers.
Now, Knightley, I do think it admirable that you care for your horse so well. But have you forgotten your quest already?
Quite right, my quest. I, Knightly Knight of the Northwestern Realm, do pledge my life and allegiance to the king.
Knightley.
Even if it means I must survive off of lemons for the rest of my life. Or shovel all of the horse droppings.
Knightley, no one is doubting your sincerity or your commitment to this quest. Now, let us go speak to these people.
Hear ye, villagers of, what is this city called?
A village.
Pardon me, what is this village called?
A village?
I corrected myself already.
No. It is called the Village of Village. Their ancestors apparently weren't the most creative.
Village of Village. I am Knightly Knight of the Northwestern Realm, and this is my dear mentor, Ambassador Cornelius.
Steady. Right. We have been sent by the king to bring you a special invitation.
What king? There's a king?
Yes. The king on the other side of the wall.
What wall?
Why, this massive wall right in front of you.
That's not a wall. It's a natural structure. It's been here forever. Like a mountain.
You're telling me that all of these stones naturally formed in perfectly straight lines on top of each other, as if they were stacked?
It could happen. Yep.
I never realized how amazing nature is. Building a wall all on its own? Marvelous.
Not as incredible as someone actually putting the wall together as if the wall were built by people, but more on that later. We've had the pleasure of introducing ourselves, but we have not yet heard your names.
Me, I can go first. My name is Narcissa Guinevere Victoria Brunhilde III.
Can you say that one more time?
Narcissa Guinevere Victoria Brunhilde III.
Natalie Garlic Bread Tambourine the what?
What? What? No, that's so wrong. Okay, repeat after me. Narcissa
Narcissa.
Guinevere
Memamia.
Guinevere.
Map-map-mia.
Oh, you're hopeless. You know what? I shall write it down for you to practice.
Oh, thank you. And you, miss?
Me? Well, I'm her sister, and my name is Lorena Endelyn Maribel Gertrude II.
Oh dear, I'm not going to even try. Could you write that down as well? And you, sir, you have 7 names too, have you?
Oh, yes. My name is quite hard.
Oh dear. Okay, let's hear it then.
I don't think you're ready.
I am.
You sure?
Yeah?
All right. My name is Tom.
What, that's it?
That's it.
All right, well, hello, Tom.
Hello.
Thank you.
Now you there, in the dirt. What is your name?
I'm Peyton Adelaide Cook.
And what do you do?
I collect the worms we use to make the special porridge.
Look at you! With some perfectly good protein. You must not really be from around here, are you?
Most certainly not. Innkeeper Rose, have you been feeding worms to my dear horses?
What? Giving worms to horses? Well, who would do such a thing? I never give my worms to horses. They're perfectly happy with they anyhow.
How charming.
What did you say your business was here again?
We have been sent here by the king to bring you all a wonderful invitation.
Oh, how thoughtful, but we don't need a king. We're plenty fine on our own.
Well, who are you then?
I am Millicent, and this is my village. We don't need you around here bothering us with tales of a wall.
There is no wall.
There is a wall. It's just rather old. I bet I could push it over myself. Get out of the way. Sister, come help me.
There is a wall, but I really doubt there's a good king on the other side of it. And those are all just stories. Even if there was, he'd be long gone and he wouldn't care one whit about us anyhow. Would you like some more special porridge?
No, quite full, very
Hey.
filling. I'm just going to have a quick word with Cornelius. Pardon me.
I'm afraid this is far more difficult than we first thought.
You can say that
I'm
again.
afraid this is going to be far more difficult than we first thought.
That's just figurative, but oh, this is so hard. Why do quests have to be so difficult?
Now, dear Knightley, chin up. Remember, you must have faith and believe in this quest and how important it is for all these people to know and find out about their invitation.
You're quite right. I, knightly knight of the Northwestern Realm, do pledge my allegiance to the king.
There, it will get better. It will get better.
I hope so.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
This is not going to be easy.